Hello, I guess I'm live. And yeah, so I'm in my XANO account, which is a really cool tool that allows anybody, even a person like myself, to use APIs and be able to do cool, fun stuff with. In this situation, I recently just created a very simple function to talk with and respond back with a GPT-3 AI, and it can do a lot of cool stuff, really fun stuff. But here, I've just done this to talk with GPT-3 about anything that you want, and so. One thing I said, hey, tell me about yourself that would interest people to watch my live stream, right? And so essentially, that's what I'm sending. And last time it said something about okay, let's it's so it's saying, hey, I'm an OpenAI, okay. And so essentially, you can, talk with the AI directly through an API, and of course, you can hook this up through other front-end software that you can, like message back and forth or type. You can go a million different ways how to make this more prettier, but I'm more interested in just just getting something up and running and working. And this is, and of course, I'm saving all the queries back into the database. So, of course, the stuff that I'm saving everything into this database so that it learns. So, but what you can do is you can like really hone it and train it on. So you can say, hey, a human says this, the AI says that, and then like how you want the AI to respond, and then over time, it'll be able to like learn from the previous conversations and what you've entered into it. Of course, there's a lot of there's a lot better videos out there that shows you this, but I just wanted to let you guys know that with a tool like XANO. And again, I'm not like getting paid by XANO or anything. In fact, I'm using their paid service, and right now I'm not making any money out of it. But the idea is that I will be. But XANO also has like a free version, which I guess is okay. I don't know too much, about their free version. I think you can do the same stuff as well. And essentially, so my stack, of course, this could be done in a lot better ways. But like I said, I'm not a pro. I like this stuff, learning about it. And so what I've done is I'm saying, hey, I want to query the database, like what's there. And then I'm going to create a prompt, and I named the original prompt. And I've added some filters, like the way, so the AI could understand, like a human says this, followed by what the human enters in as the input right here. And then it follows by AI, so to let the AI know, hey, it's your turn to converse back. Yeah, so this took me a while to kind of get up and working, but yeah, and then here's my open API key that I've saved to the settings. You can play with all these different values. I just feel like XANO just makes it really easy to play around with stuff. And of course, if you know what you're doing, it's like the sky is the limit as to what you can do. And of course, they're using Postgres SQL as their database here. So, and then they're using, I believe, Kubernetes and Docker for the containerization and for Kubernetes, orchestration. So on the back end, like your app that you're building with XANO could like scale in production to whatever you want because of technologies that's behind XANO. But for me personally, it just makes it easy to visualize what's happening and what I want done. And for this to work back and forth, it took a few iterations of just trying different stuff, but I finally got it to work. So I don't know. Just ask. Okay. What is the nearest? I'm going to say, what is the nearest galaxy in our universe? And have you met any entities that are not from planet Earth? So you can get really, it's fun, and this does cost money to interact back and forth with GPT-3, but I think that they give you $18 in credit that you can use, and I'm pretty sure I'm near the end. And most of that was just kind of testing, right? Back and forth. And let's run and see what GPT responds with. Okay, I gotta enter in my auth token. So it says the nearest galaxy to ours, okay, Andromeda Galaxy, which is about, I've not had the opportunity to meet any entities that are not from, but I would love to. I mean, that is so freaking cool. If I didn't know I was interacting with AI, I would have thought this was a real person that I was talking with. But yeah, so, and of course, you can debug. You can click into here and find out what's going on if something's not working. So yeah, this is GPT-3 has been around. I've seen YouTube videos for about a year, so it's not new, but I've recently found out about it and just using XANO to just play with that API. Before XANO, for me personally, it was a challenge to using APIs the way that I would want it to have. So one thing, well, not one thing, but many things that you could do. But Twilio, the SMS provider, you can create an account with them, have a phone number, and then anyone that messages that phone number, it'll go through GT and they'll get a response and back and forth. So the opportunities for either are endless. If you're watching this, I doubt it, because the YouTube video data shows that no one gets this far. But if you do and are listening, just want to let you know that you too can do what you want to do. Just find the right tools and keep on learning, and they'll be great. So one thing that I'd love to incorporate is the is the Hourglass booking bot into here, and if it's not done right, it can go astray. With the AI that I'm using, that's the Google Dialogflow CX. That is it's not like the true. I mean, it is like AI conversational bot, but it's structured. You're structuring it. right? Like you're saying, hey, I want to collect this information, and then, you know, here are the flows that I want to take the customer through. Whereas GPT-3, yes, with their fine-tuning model that you can train, you can narrow it down. That will be a next step that I'll try to learn, is using their fine-tuning models to really limit what the AI responds back with, so that it's more focused on a business use case. So for example, if we're using it for the auto glass industry, like as customer service, you know, we don't want it to respond with, to a question. We don't want it to respond to a question that has nothing to do, you know, with helping that customer with their auto glass needs and giving them both. Yeah. So that's one thing I want to, you know, just kind of share. Really excited, I guess, to, you know, to get this up and working. And again, is it done the best way? Could it be done better? Of course, that's the beauty of software. You can always improve it. My first idea was, hey, let me just get it to work the way that I'm interested in wanting to get it work. And you know, if I was going to use this in production, of course, you know, I would try to make it better and better as I knew how. And when you're working with with a team of others, you know, their perspective and ideas can really help and contribute. So now, at the end, GPT-3, if I go to, I think it's by OpenAI. If I go to beta.openai.com example, it gives you a lot of you know, different stuff that you can do. And of course, this is not, these are some examples, but you can do like literally whatever you can think of that you want to do. So I was using this chat example that I'm doing. But they do offer a playground where you can do this. Well, yeah, you have to be logged in. So let me log in. Yep, open in playground right here. Now, what I've done is you can do the same thing here to test it out. But I was just, you know, showing it in XANO, because in XANO, what I could do is integrate it with any other application that I want, whether it's text messaging, an actual chatbot on a website. You know, the way that you implement it are endless. You can convert the text into speech, so you can do it over the phone. The imagination is your only limitation, followed by your willingness to learn. Sometimes, you know, some of us will learn fast than others, but don't give up. Everyone has, you know, what took the amount of time that it took me to build this, someone else could have done it in one go, and that's wonderful. That's great. You know, but it took me a while to get this up and running and to get it working, and I think it's pretty awesome, pretty cool. But have a good day, guys.